Hello crafty friends, I'm Adrienne and welcome back to the Prima marketing channel. Today I'm going to show you how I created this sweet altered Halloween candy using the new Magic Spell collection designed by Frank Garcia. I'll have a list of all of the Prima products used listed in the description box below. Let's get into the tutorial. To cover this candy shape, I'm using 2 sheets of paper from the 8x8 Magic Spell paper pad. I've already traced the top layer of the candy shape on the back of the purple paper and the bottom layer of the candy on the back of the black paper. We'll work on cutting these out in a minute, but first I want to paint the edges of these candy shapes with coordinating impasto paint. I use pitch black to cover the edges of the bottom candy layer. Then I use Wild Iris to cover the edges of the top candy layer. While the paint dries, I fussy cut the traced candy shapes out from the patterned papers. I start by cutting out the internal pieces from the top layer. Doing this first will minimize any tearing that may happen as you rest your hand on the paper while cutting other parts out. I also like to use a self-healing craft mat and craft knife as well as a pair of scissors for fussy cutting. Once the pieces of paper are cut out, I use soft matte gel to adhere them to the MDF shapes. I apply the gel with a palette knife in a thin layer, line up the paper, and then press it into place with a brayer to help remove any air bubbles. Make sure you scrape the edges to remove any excess gel. While the gel sets up, I go back to painting, working on these 2 small redesigned with Prima molds from Delicate Flora. First, I paint both with the pitch black impasto paint. Then I dry brush the highlights with the Opal Magic acrylic paint in violet green. Now let's assemble this pretty little candy. I want a little more dimension to the base of the candy, so I apply some foam adhesive to the back of the top layer. To give me some wiggle room to line up the layers properly, I apply liquid adhesive to the foam, then add the top layer of the candy to the bottom layer. And now for the part we all love, the ephemera and flowers. I like to dry fit some of my elements first to help me better plan out what I want where. This also helps me decide what types of adhesive I want to use. I start out by layering a couple of pieces of ephemera on the left side of the candy. I use foam adhesive to pop one of them up a bit. To add a little texture, I layer some lace over the top of this popped up ephemera using liquid adhesive. Using heavy body gel, I add one of the large black flowers from the Magic Spell collection, as well as a die-cut spider web. Here's what I love about heavy body gel. It allows me to easily remove and adjust items while working. In order to add the larger of the two molds, I find it easier to remove the flower and spider web. Once all of those are in place, I pop on some foam adhesive for the witch ephemera. I find that I'm ready to start holding elements more in place, so I add some hot glue to secure things, then pop on the witch. Next, I begin work on the right side of the candy. I glue the mold in place first, then add a purple flower from the collection along with some ephemera using foam, hot glue, and heavy body gel. I've ripped off the stem and greens on the stemmed flowers from this collection, then work on tucking these in while adding a purple flower on top of the witch. It's just not Halloween unless there's some glitter involved, so I pull the soft matte gel back out and apply it to some of the purple flowers. I sprinkle on a purple glitter from the Mardi Gras glitter set, then follow up with the same for some of the black flowers using a glitter from the Ebony and Ivory set. I want to finish off with some stickers from the collection and start with a chipboard sticker, adding it to one of the flowers. Then I pop on some Puffy stickers. I notch a sentiment ephemera piece to create a banner and pop it onto the witch with a strip of foam adhesive. Then I glue the 31 chipboard sticker to the flower on the witch. For some more sparkle, I add some of the purple and black crystals to the project. Then for one final touch, I add some of the tiny little bat ephemera after bending their wings for more dimension. That's it for the Sweet Magic Spell Candy project. Don't forget to like this video and to subscribe for more content like this. And until next time, happy crafting!